Hi, so in today's video, I got a pretty cool plugin for you guys. We're going to be looking at verbum Entropic Hall by my friends over at United Plugins. I got myself a copy of this. This thing is pretty nice. So before we take a look at the plugin, I got this session here. It's from this group called Black Rose. Let me play it for you guys.
What's the difference between me and you? I'm more than an image, something that you just couldn't do. I see through the piff bags with large ice, money accounts that don't leave in banks like I didn't take your breath for one kiss. Still you ran my name in the dirt like ball kicks. I drop hits. Life has a funny way of laughing at you. My clips swell like tears do the Adam's apples. I sleep well, so a go coming back at you.
For the most part, hip hop vocals, rap vocals, I like to keep dry, but that's changing. What we're gonna do is we're gonna open this plugin. It's on bypass. We're gonna keep it at its default settings, and we're gonna take it out of bypass, and let's listen back to that lead vocal. Also gonna turn that on.
What's the difference between me and you? I'm more than an image, something that you just couldn't do. I see through the piff bags with large ice, money accounts that don't leave in banks like I didn't take your breath for one kiss. Still you ran my name in the dirt like ball kicks. I drop hits. Life has a funny way of laughing at.
So this plugin isn't really that difficult to understand. It's actually pretty simple. So I'm gonna cover some of the options here. If you just want to dive in and the default settings aren't doing it for you, you can come right here and check out the templates. I'm a template junkie. It's not gonna be the finished sound, but it'll put you in the right direction. So once you find that and it sounds great, just tweak it a little bit until you're happy, and then you can save a new template. That's usually what I like to do. So over here we got this section: pre-delay, decay, dry, wet. We have your high pass filter, low pass filter. We have some pretty neat metering. I'm a big fan of that. And advanced, we have width, color, legendarism. Hopefully I pronounced that right. And we have this ER, LR. Then we have LR size, pre-delay, damp, lush, MDD, level, and frequency. Then over here you have your on-off, your bypass, and this 12-bit, which is a pretty interesting thing. And we're going to talk about that in a minute. When I talk about a plugin, I like to push the plugin to its max. Every individual setting, we're going to push to its max. This isn't a mixing video. The video is all about this plugin, so there's no point of being subtle. And the reason I like to do it this way, YouTube steps on the video. Compression, its algorithms. If you ever try to watch a mixing video on YouTube, somebody does a little bit of EQing, you don't hear it. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to keep Charlie's vocal soloed. So I just wanted to remind you guys, it's on bypass. This is where we at.
Pull up smooth like a finger roll with no D. What's the difference between me and you?
And this is how it sounds on its default settings.
Pull up smooth like a finger roll with no D.
I like the default settings. So one of the things that I want to mess with right away is the dry wet. So we kind of hear in both signals, the dry signal and the wet signal. Let's change that.
Pull up smooth like a finger roll with no D.
I actually like that better. Before?
Pull up smooth like a finger roll with no D.
Now something else I wanted to bring up. Anywhere within this plugin, if you right click, there's some options here. So you can change the size of the plugin. That's way too small. Let's go to 125. That's its default size. You can also take your mouse and kind of adjust it if you wanted to. That's pretty cool. So let's go back to 125. Now if we right click, there's some other stuff here. Another thing, you can take a screenshot for whatever reason. Let's say you wanted to show a specific issue and you wanted to email the developer, you can do that. Other options that take you to the website, you have documentations, customer support, version, and deactivate. Remember, this plugin doesn't use a dongle. So if you're working in another studio or friend's house and you activate the program, you need to deactivate your software once you're done. You also have the capability of disabling GPU acceleration. I'm going to keep that on. I'm fine with that. So that's the right-click menu. You can explore those on your own. So this is the plugin on its default settings. The only thing we really changed to dry and wet, it's completely wet.
You know me, I get the pick quicker than...
So now we're going to start pushing this to the max. We're going to take pre-delay, bring that up, decay, bring that up, and let's see what happens.
Pull up smooth like a finger roll with no D.
Kind of like that. And now we're going to start messing with the rest of the options. Let's mess with the high pass.
Pull up smooth like a finger roll with no D. What's the difference between me and you? I'm more than an image.
So let's default that back to factory and this as well.
Pull up smooth like a finger roll with no D. What's the difference?
Okay, I'm going to leave it right there. And now we're going to mess with the advanced tab.
Pull up smooth like a finger roll with no D. Pull up smooth like a finger roll with no D. What's the difference between me and you? I'm more than an image, something that you just couldn't do. I see through the piff bags with large ice, money.
I really like that effect right there.
You know me, I get the pick quicker than.
Without.
You know me, I get the pick quicker than.
With.
You know me, I get the pick quicker than.
Definitely like that. So you know what? Let's go ahead and put those back where they belong on their Unity settings. Now let's mess with LR.
Pull up smooth like a finger roll with no D. What's the difference between me and you? I'm more than an image, something that you just couldn't do. I see through the piff bags with large ice. Money accounts I don't leave in banks like.
Again, without.
You know me, I get the pick quicker than.
With.
You know me, I get the pick quicker than.
And so we have modulation level and modulation frequency. So that's basically all that this is. So we can definitely mess around with that if you wanted to.
Pull up smooth like a finger roll with no D. What's the difference between me and you? I'm more than an image, something that you just couldn't do. I see through the piff bags with large ice. Money accounts I don't leave in banks like. I didn't take your breath for one kiss till you ran my. Pull up smooth like a finger roll with no D. What's the difference between me and you? I'm more than an image, something that you just couldn't do. I see through the piff bags with large ice. Money accounts I don't leave in banks like. I didn't take your breath for one kiss till you ran my name in the dirt like ball kicks. I drop hits. Life has a funny way of laughing at you.
So you just heard this plugin at its max. We pushed the hell out of it. But we haven't talked about one thing, and it's actually pretty simple. Over here you have this 12-bit. And basically what that does, it has to do with the conversion. AD and DA. So I want you to do me a favor. I want you to give this video a thumbs up. It'll definitely help the video out. Also, first time watching my video, press that sub button. Press the bell for future notifications. I want to thank you for watching my video. This is Ray, and I'm out of here. Later.